Okay. So we should be live. Do you want to flip chips to determine who's going first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll take
So
droplet side.
we'll both flip until we have a
Both
result
flip.
where one person gets water and the other person doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't. So we
Did
both
not
flip again on that result. And I got a
got
line. All
water.
right. So you get the choice.
All right, cool. Um, sure. I'll go first.
All right.
So one water. All right.
Oh, do you want me to cut my camp deck?
Nah, you're good. I saw you shuffle.
Okay.
And you good on mine, or I can cut if.
You're fine, man.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, set that off.
I just like these choices.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm. Some of these I haven't actually played with yet, so I'm like, Um,
Yeah, one of these days I kind of want to go back and revisit my camp tier list. And now, having played the game for almost a year, see if I still agree with those assessments that I made in the first couple months. Like, I wonder how much my opinions have changed.
yeah, good question. All right, I've got mine.
All right.
Uh,
I have the Victory Totem, the Nest of Spies, and the Outpost.
okay, so I can see. Can you remind me, Nest of Spies?
Nest of Spies is
For whatever reason, it's a little. I can't quite read
if
it.
you have
Yeah.
put two or more people into play this turn, deal a damage for one water.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
I mean, you
Yep.
might find it
Thanks.
helpful to pull those camps out of your camp deck so you have them in front of you. That's what I always
Oh,
do.
yeah. That's not a bad idea.
I see you got
And
the
then
Oasis, and what were the other two?
Oasis Juggernaut Training Camp.
Oh, my kid loves the Juggernaut.
So
It's like his favorite
I
camp.
haven't played with it yet. We'll see.
So I'm gonna get an opening hand of three.
Yeah, I will get two. Just getting the camps real quick that you have.
And I've got
All
this
right.
poker chip that I put on top of my hand. It doesn't mean anything other than these are the cards that are in my hand. That's what I use it for.
Yeah, sounds good. That's a good move.
Yeah, in a game this casual, that degree of seriousness is probably unnecessary, but it's a habit, you know?
That's a nice indicator. Okay, so 1, 2. Toss this here.
And you'll still
All
draw
right.
per turn, so you'll actually end up with three cards in your hand to start your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You ready to go?
Yeah, man, I'm ready. I just wanted to make sure you didn't
All
short
right.
yourself a card. I know I've done that to myself
Yeah.
before.
Fair enough. All right. So with my one, let's see. Sure. I will start with. None of the. Okay. We'll start with a wounded soldier. So draw.
Mhm.
And I will play Vigilante in the Oasis with the reduced cost.
Sure.
And I got 2 cards left, keeping them both, so I'm done.
All right.
I don't know where.
Take a drink, draw a card.
I don't know.
I'm gonna spend one on a scout. I'm gonna spend
Okay.
one on a vanguard, and when he enters play, I get a punk.
Okay.
Uh, and I have now put two or more people into play, so I'm going to use my last water on my nest of spies, and I will damage your. Is that the vigilante? The ready guy. I'm going to damage him.
The ready guy? Yeah, vigilante.
And then
Okay.
I pass with two cards in hand.
Okay. Got my 2 cards. 1, 2, 3. Draw for the turn. Got raid. Your non-scout, was that Vanguard, or I
That's
don't know. Is that
vanguard.
1 to damage? 1 to
Yeah.
damage?
So he's
Okay.
like, uh, I do one, then you do one back. Attrition. That was the word I was looking for.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. I will play a banish. Um, am I doing these? I will play. Let's see, an assassin, and I will take the water silo, and I pass.
All right. Take a drink. Draw a card. All right. I'm going to spend one on the vigilante. I'm going to spend one on a sniper.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend one, since I put two people into play, on the nest of spies, and I'm going to damage your assassin.
Yep.
And then I will pass.
Okay. Take my water. 2 cards in hand. Well, a silo and a card. Draw for turn. Okay.
Yeah, the
Oh,
silo is like half a card.
do I resolve events before drawing, or
Oh, yeah,
either
yeah.
way?
Technically,
I
that
think I would.
resolves first.
Yeah, that's first. So, um, I will destroy the sniper.
Yeah, that seems right.
Um, I will discard or junk or whatever an exterminator to draw a card.
Okay.
Okay. I will. I'll use one to play a repair bot
Mm-hmm.
and stand up the wounded soldier. I'll play the water silo to get an extra water for the turn, and I'll use the 3 to get out Magnus Rav and pass the turn.
All right. Draw one, take a drink.
And I'm out of cards, just FYI.
All right. I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna junk rescue team to injure your wounded soldier.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend one to the vigilante to kill your wounded soldier.
Yep.
I am gonna spend two to the victory totem to injure Magnus Carve.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
One card in hand.
All right. Draw for turn. This is worth. I will play high ground. Well, yeah. I will take two. Yeah, you've got enough water to do it, but I will take two to stand up Krav and one to Juggernaut. Pass.
All right. Grab my water, grab my card. How do we want to do this? I guess we do one to the vigilante to injure Carve. And
Okay, yep.
then then I'm gonna do one on the Vanguard. So I will injure Carve with my one to kill him, and then you get to do a damage back to me.
I target anything.
I mean, it's got to be unprotected.
Um, or yes, sorry. It's just not to the Vanguard. Well, optionally to the Vanguard.
Yeah, so
I
Vanguard,
will hit
Punk, or
the
Vigilante.
Vigilante.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'll do Vigilante.
And then I'm gonna
So he's
use
gone.
my last drop of water on the Scout's ability to start a raid. And
Yep.
then I'm gonna junk Napalm to stand my Vigilante up, and then I pass with one card in hand.
Yeah. Okay. Well, interesting. All right. So my high ground resolves. I didn't plan that out too well because I don't have carve to protect. So am I actually going to rearrange anybody? I will rearrange the vigilante over to the training camp.
Mm-hmm. And that additionally, it makes all my stuff unprotected for the round, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I've got no ready anything. My camps, the three I didn't take were all like kill your people to do damage, which maybe that would have worked with all my injured people, but okay. So then I think that's all the rearranging I'm doing.
Okay.
So I will draw for the turn. Mm. Right now, your damagers are the Vanguard, and you've got two raid symbols. Or activate 3 raid activation options.
There's a lot of damage and a
And if
lot
you
of
put
raids on my
two
board
out,
right
you can. Yeah. Let's see. So
So it's one for a raid with the scout, one for an injure with the vigilante, and we already went over the vanguard.
yeah. So I will. Yeah, I don't feel great about moving the Juggernaut forward anymore. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. Put out a gunner. Oh, it's free because of the Oasis. Um, I will repair bot the vigilante and I will water silo and pass.
All right. My raid advances by one. I take a drink, draw a card. I'm gonna pay one to the scout's ability to advance the raid, so you can damage a camp of your
Yep.
choice.
I will damage the training camp.
Okay. And then I'm gonna pay two for the zero event track strafe and deal an injury to all of your unprotected
Yep.
enemies.
All right, so assassin goes. My other two dudes are sideways. Okay.
And I will pass with this one card that continues to rot in my hand.
All right. So I've got water silo in my hand. Take back the water. Draw. Return. Mm, I will play a hold out. Maybe you could have. And then water silo to stand up. Stand up the gunner. And that's it.
The gunner's power costs one or two.
The gunner's 2.
Two, okay.
Hold out is 1 to
Nice.
damage.
Okay. Well, if you got it, you got it, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna spend three and I'm gonna play Argo Yeski
Okay.
right there. Then I'm
Remind me
gonna.
what he does.
So when he enters play, I'm gonna gain a punk. He has the power
Okay.
of pay one, deal one damage, and he gives
Yep.
that power to everybody else I control.
Yep. Okay.
And then I'm gonna junk truce and I'm gonna injure your holdout.
Yep. Okay.
And then I pass turn.
Yep. Water back. Card. Yeah, here's probably where it. Because if I use repair bot, I can't activate the card that it stands up. Correct?
No, when
Not
something is
ready to
restored,
turn. It
it's not
restores.
ready that turn.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So, and your new guy gives all your guys the 1 to damage. Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
So he
Yep.
has himself the power pay one, and then the rest of his that looks terrible in the camera. But essentially, all your people gain this
That's right.
card's ability, which is the pay one to damage.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Um. Well, we'll start with the gunner. All unprotected enemies damaged or injured, rather. I just have to think if I have to. um. Yeah, I'm just not in a good spot right now. I'll junk for a water. And the 2 water to draw or to repair. I guess I could kind of. Well, junking for a water. Okay. So I'm actually going to advance the Juggernaut. And now that I did that, I'm going to. I don't really need to junk the card, but oh well. I'm going to take the water silo with my last water.
I mean, man, if you want to roll that back, I know we're like playing a
Okay.
tournament game, quote unquote, but like if you're
Yeah,
a new
yeah.
player, it's
All
fine,
right,
man.
fair
I'm
enough.
cool with it. Like I
Sounds
don't
good.
get
All
the
right, so
impression that you're trying to
I
play
brought it
me or
back.
whatever, you know?
No,
Yeah,
and there's
that's
not like
fine.
there was any interaction step or something. So
Yeah.
okay, so and then I pass.
All right. I draw a card. I take a drink. What do I do here? Holy smokes. Um, all right, so we'll pay 1 to Argo to damage your Juggernaut,
Yep,
and then I'll pay 1 to the Punk, copying Argo's ability to just destroy your Juggernaut.
yep.
Then I'm gonna junk the Wounded Soldier
You
to.
know, does that
Oh yeah, he would move up.
destroy my camp like here? Basically, I
Yeah,
assume.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
think of it like the only thing that lets the camp be up there is the special rules of the Juggernaut, and then when the Juggernaut goes away,
Yeah. And
it
now it's
reverts
out.
back to the camp
Yeah,
row. So then I'm
for
going to use
sure.
Wounded
Okay.
Soldier's junk ability to kill your holdout.
My holdout. Okay.
Yeah. And then I will use my final water to the scout to copy Argo's ability and injure your gunner.
Yep.
Pass.
Okay. Okay. Take my card. Um. I will. I will pay 2 to draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
I will junk for a water. Then I will get 2 people out. I will get out. Oops, sorry. My cat just jumped on my lap. So I'm getting these 2 out. I think I'm getting them out like. Am I protecting the gunner or am I sacrificing the gunner? So, exterminator, I'll put here. Well, I'm not standing up the gunner this turn. let me think about this. The exterminator I will put behind there, and I will put the scout. Sorry, so that's there, and then
No, you're
this
fine,
water
man.
with the scout is going behind the vigilante. Okay, done.
All right. I have no events. Draw my card, grab my water.
Let me fix my camera real quick.
All right. I'm going to spend one water to the punk to copy Argo's ability, and I'm going to clip your repair bot.
Okay.
I'm going to spend one water to the scout, copying Argo's ability, and I'm going to kill that repair bot. Like,
Yep.
that has been an infinite value machine for you this game. Then I'm going to spend one to Argo to use his own ability, and we're going to injure your exterminator.
Yep.
And I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, one or two cards in hand. Just
One,
curious.
one card in hand.
One. All right. Cool. Draw for turn. Cool. But uh um uh we will try. Okay. So I will activate the scout. Raiders to 2. Just to use my training camp, I will junk Vera to put the punk out here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll activate training camp.
Drum roll. What is it? That's a good one.
Get a scientist. Yeah, that one's fun.
Now, is this the one where
Um,
they get to be ready? No, they're not ready. Okay.
nah, if it's a person, it enters play there and is not ready. Events, discard to gain a punk in a water. Um, I've got one left, no cards in hand, nothing to activate, so water silo it is. And then I'm done.
All right. No events. Water and card. I mean, I can't, so we gotta do it. Okay, so we'll pay one to the punk, copying Argo's ability, and we'll kill the exterminator.
Okay.
I'll pay one to Argo, using his own ability to injure your mad scientist.
He looks
Um,
mad, but he's just a regular scientist.
I'm gonna junk banish to start a raid.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna spend my last water. I'm just gonna get blown out if Phantom shows up. I'm gonna junk the mimic to its injure effect, and I'm gonna injure your. It's not the Vanguard, the Vigilante. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I even have one in front of me. I could have checked the name.
That's all right.
And then I will spend one to the scout, copying Argo's ability to injure your scout. Pass.
Injure my scout. Yep. Okay. This is the okay. Draw for turn. Got a water silo and something else.
Don't forget your raid too.
Yep, sorry. Raid
No worries.
advances. I will pay 2 to draw a card. Okay. That's a good one. Let's see. Water silo for a water. No, I don't need that water. Sorry, my guy is not ready. Use my last one to put out a gunner. And what slot? We'll put him behind a scout. And hold on to the rest. So I'm done.
All right.
2 cards. Well, a silo and a card.
My raid advances. I gain my water and a card. I will spend 1 to the punk to kill your scout.
Yep.
I'll spend 1 to Argo to injure your gunner.
Yep.
And I will spend 1 to the scout using his own ability to force my raid to move up 1 and go off.
Oasis is damaged or halfway there. Yep.
Then I'm going to junk Napalm to restore my Vanguard and
Mm,
pass turn.
okay. Okay. 2, 3. Raiders goes off.
I will damage my Nest of Spies.
Okay. Draw for turn. You're out of cards at the moment
No cards in hand.
for your hand. Okay. So how do I live one more turn? I'm kind of okay depending on what you draw. In theory, I have one more turn. Okay. So let's do 1 for famine.
That's one of those cards that could flip this.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. And now it's just like what to do with. I think I need to. I'll use the 2 to draw a card first and then make a decision, I guess. Yep. Um, hmm. I will put water silo back to gain a water, spend that water on a looter. And put it in that column. Past the turn, I've got 1 card.
Famine is the one where we pick a dude and everybody else gets destroyed, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, Yeski will kill your gunner that's in front of the looter.
In front of the
No,
looter.
yeah, the one
Yep.
that's in front of the looter.
Yep.
Um, Punk will injure the looter.
Yep.
Not super relevant because the event goes off first.
Yeah, like
S-
I felt like I had to play another person so that you'd have to not to prevent you from destroying one of my camps
yeah,
before famine goes off, but who knows? I mean, you also could have gone that route anyway, or maybe your hand lets you go that route anyway. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, it's probably wasted water to injure it if I'm not gonna kill it because famine's gonna wreck most of your board the same as mine. I'm gonna spend one to the scout to start my raid up.
Right. Okay. Makes
Um,
sense.
and I really don't need to do, yeah, so then I will pass turn with one card in hand.
Okay. So famine goes off, starting with me. I choose, then you choose. I guess I will choose the looter.
Okay.
So I lose my scientist and gunner. Guessing who you keeping? Your
I'm
power
gonna
pig
keep
guy.
Yeski. So the punk will go back to
Okay.
the top of my deck. Everything else goes to the yard.
All right. So then I draw for turn. Hmm. Well, would love to do something more with this guy, but I'm gonna have to junk Stang, put a punk out, use training camp, get a pyromaniac, and oh, sorry, famines of the discard, of course. Um, 2 water left. Your raid, you might activate your raid next turn, take out one of my camps. Um, I will spend my last 2. Nope, I won't. I can do this differently. I will get out. Decisions. I will pay 2 to draw a card. Okay, helps a little. I will junk napalm to stand up my looter, and then with my destroyed camp alley, I'll play the holdout.
Mm-hmm.
And out of cards, out of water, pass the turn.
My raid advances.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna junk the pyro to injure your holdout.
Okay.
I'm gonna junk the rescue team to injure your looter.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend one to Argo to injure your pyro.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend two. I'm gonna spend two to the outpost to advance my raid and force you to damage one of your camps.
I guess the oasis is destroyed.
And then I pass turn with an empty grip.
I thought I would have a chance at activating a guy, but not so much. Good hand. Draw my card for the turn.
It took the whole hand to get there, so.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. I will play a Vanguard. So not so bad. Get a punk
Mm-hmm.
here. See how good at training he is. All right.
Oh, that's a big
Wait.
one.
Yeah. I. Yep. I should have flipped the 2 position. One left, so I'll water silo.
So you can rearrange your guys within a column. So even though you put the
Yeah,
punk
that's what
up
I was saying.
front, yeah, if you want to tuck him
Are
behind
you?
the
Do you
holdout,
care if I swap them? All
no,
right,
that's totally
thanks.
legal. You
That's
can't
what I.
move him to a
All right,
different column, but you can rearrange him within a column.
right.
That's totally fine.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, and that's everything. All I have is water silo.
All right, I have no events. Take a drink, draw a card. All right, I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to play the sniper.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to start a raid. And then I'm going to
Yep.
pass.
Okay. Card. It's like I have very few options here. Let me math it out real quick. Wait, that's so I think I have to start with drawing a card for 2. And then I need to activate Zeto. So 1, 2, 3. Now discard 3. Yeah, I didn't get what I needed. So I don't think I have a way out of this. Oh no, there's a tiny chance still. So I'll discard injure. Not can't do any of those. I will then. Yeah, I think I run out of water is the problem. No, okay. So I will then junk a Doomsayer to draw a card. Yep, didn't quite work. Play the water silo, get a water, use it to play banished, which is a
Draw
0
many
from
of them.
Zeto. So take out the your front guy. I mean, at
Target.
the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Technically, I guess the smart play is taking out the sniper, so I'll take out the sniper.
Yeah, I mean, Argo's a
Yeah,
higher value target, but with this particular board state, if you don't answer the sniper, it's lethal next turn, so you kind of have to.
yeah, exactly. I have to. What I needed to do, I was going through all those cards to, try and find a restore. I didn't get a restore, so I'll junk that for Raiders and pass. And then as far as I know, you got it. But
Yeah, I'll pay 2 to camp, and the raid goes
pay
off.
2 in advance, and boom,
So, did you not
nicely
have
done.
the water to play that Doomsayer?
Right, I ran out of water.
Okay. Because I saw that hit the junk, and I was like, "Oh man, that was like one of your outs."
Yeah, So here was the issue. I needed, like, I started my turn with Banish and Water Silo and 3 waters. So my thought was I need to not only take
Mm.
out your sniper. Well, I'm worried about the raid, right? I
Mm-hmm.
guess if I had played the Doomsayer instead, it would move the raid back. But if I do that, I can't kill the sniper
Yeah. Oh, and I
because I
didn't
use
top deck
Banish
the
to
one
kill the
water.
sniper.
I like if I could have got up to 4 water, it would have been irrelevant because I could have pushed the raid twice. Um,
Yeah, exactly. So I was trying, I got to see 5 cards to try and find a restore, but I didn't find a restore because
sure.
then I would have jumped to restore the training camp, take out the sniper, raid hits training camp. I mean, I can claw back for a little bit. Who
Yeah,
knows how long?
honestly, had you hit a restore there or a way to both Doomsayer and clear the sniper, you were kind of in
Yeah,
position to start taking over. Like
yeah.
that famine really broke my back. I was way overextended to the board. Uh, and I kind of knew
Of
for a
course,
few
the
turns there
top
if you got
card was
famine
restore.
or what's that other one that like bounces everybody? Truce, I think. Like either of those cards were bad news
Oh
bears
yeah,
for me.
yeah.
What good
I
game, man?
haven't played in like a month, so it took me a second to remember what I should be doing.
Sure.
But I think you have any tips, any obvious thing I could have or should have done differently?
Um, Not really. I mean, I think your plan of trying to like keep enough meat shields in place that I couldn't get good value out of Argo was smart. It bought you enough time to dig to
Oh, I
like
did.
in that
Yeah,
moment I would have been digging for either famine or truce, and you got famine, which
yeah,
almost fully flipped the board. You just needed one, like if you had one more water so that you could have played the Doomsayer and pushed my event back plus killed the sniper, or if you would have hit a restore like you were chasing, either of those, I think you would have turned the corner and taken over, man. I mean, I don't know what I would have drawn, but based on board state, you would have been very
yeah,
comfortable.
yeah, yeah.
Like your
Oh, cool.
training
That was
camp
fun. Yeah,
hits hitting like Mad Scientist is probably my favorite person in the game. I don't remember what the
yeah.
second
It
one
was a
was,
lot of
but it
fun.
was also relevant. It had was it the Pyro? It was something that had
Yeah,
a damage ability on it that I had to respect, and then hitting Zeto with the third one. Like every single one of your training camp
yeah,
procs was pure fire.
yeah. I'm trying to think what the other the camps I didn't choose were Supply Depot, which maybe that would have been better. Draw 2, discard 1 for 2 water.
That is a good
I
one.
ended up drawing quite a bit. Catapult 2 to damage any card, then destroy one of my people and destroy one of my people and get a water. I didn't think I could do 2 destroy my people
Yeah, that's
unless I had
tough.
like a punk generator or something. So if I were to have done differently, I probably would have sidelined Juggernaut and taken Supply Depot. But I was just Juggernaut's tricky. Like I hadn't played with it before. I don't know. Do you have an opinion on Juggernaut?
I think it's a little bit memey. Like
Yeah.
you have to put it at such
It,
risk in order to get it to do its thing that it's pretty tough. And you're not actually getting a discount because if you add it up, you're paying 2 water to essentially deal 2 damage to a camp. So I guess it is like a little bit of a discount, but I think the amount of risk you get exposed to by having to push it forward. My kid loves it, and in the first one of these that we did, we had different camp rules, but he ended up in a mirror match. Well, not a mirror, but a match where both him and the other guy had Juggernaut, and they were both getting him to go off, and like it was a really fun game. So I do like the card in terms of like the fun factor, but would I pick it in even a mildly competitive
uh,
event? Probably not.
maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, if I got lucky where everything you had only injured, on the board, but you
Yeah.
quickly had like damage dealers. So then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I don't want a Juggernaut,
Yeah.
which makes sense. You're gonna have damage dealers sooner rather than later anyway. But
Well, in
so
Argo,
interesting.
so often these games are decided by whoever can stick a legendary and get value out of it
Yeah,
first. And the fact that I was able to stick Argo let me do a lot of
for a
stuff.
long time.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
it put you on the
Well, the whole
defensive back
game
foot like
actually.
basically the whole game. Yeah. Like you were trying
Yep.
to not die rather than
Yeah.
trying to kill my stuff. And once you finally got the card you needed, unfortunately, it just you'd taken too much damage. Like if I had dealt
Yeah.
one less damage to your camps prior to that famine proc, this might be a different result, honestly. Like I know it was like I still had three alive camps at the end, but it felt closer than the camp total would imply, in my opinion.
Yeah, because when I had that 3 out, you